I thought these were like a hard cider or something. It's a 0-calorie vanilla cream soda.
Oh, 0-calorie vanilla creme.
Yeah, a Virgil's. You should try a Virgil's or a Rockstar.
Okay.
That was my plug for today. Those are our sponsors, Rockstar and Virgil's. 0 sugar vanilla cream. It doesn't even say soda, it just says vanilla cream. Awkward.
Interesting. What is going on, everybody? This is Frankie here for the Bakersfield Gentleman with my brother Miguel here at Calibra's Lounge in Bakersfield, California. Welcome to the third podcast. Just a little bit up front, you guys. It'll probably be a quick show for us today. We do still have some last minute packing to do.
I have all packing to do.
So, but we do want to give you guys a good show today. So we're going to talk about some stuff that we watched, and then we are going to get going so that we can go get packed for our trip tomorrow because we'll be by this time tomorrow, we'll be in Dallas.
Yeah, we'll be gone. We will hopefully be having a cigar somewhere over there at this time tomorrow as well. And then there's so much else to do as well. I did want to show you guys the chart I told you I would show you, and then I will get Frankie's opinion on this one. But Timothy, Leo, Doug, Rod, how you guys all doing? For right now, let's go ahead and roll that intro video and stick with us, guys, and we'll be back with you right after this.
I don't know if this is true, but every time I look back on the years, I feel like I wasted my youth. How did I get so cold? How do I wind up every single day going through this life all alone? When am I gonna change? Another day, another month, another year, and still I feel just the same. Oh, help me, I can't shake this feeling away. Help me, I feel like I'm going insane. Help me, I got nowhere to go, I'm afraid. Help me turn this around here today. There's no laughter these days. Far too seldom do I get the chance to even put a smile on my face.
There we go. I left that comment on there because Doug is absolutely right. Miguel is the guru. Whatever cigars he tells you to buy, you should buy them. And I am telling you right now, get yourself some more California Dreamin' because these packs are not going to last much longer. We actually have to save some for November as well, guys, for those in-person attendees of Cigar Fest or Stogie Fest, excuse me. November 12th, $50 to get in the door. You'll have 10, if not maybe more, vendors to choose from, brands to choose from. 5, 10 in box deals, raffles, long ash contest. I don't know if Moonshine will be doing it, but I'm pretty sure he will be the quickest to burn the band.
Possibly.
Which is an insane event, by the way. The girls will be there, so you can buy raffle tickets from them. A lot of awesome prizes, good food, good drinks, a good time, top to bottom.
Absolutely.
So November 12th, just to get us started. And for the rest of it, real quick, Lauren, how are you? Richard, Rod, Leo, good. I hope everyone's doing very well in the comments right there. Timothy checking in. I buy the cigars I buy because I want to support my heart. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it so much. November 12th is your birthday. I forgot about that. Oh, snap. So there's going to be birthday cake there as well. Even if Lauren is busy that day, we'll sell birthday cake.
So that's funny because we usually go to Texas Frightmare for your birthday.
Yep.
And then
We're going to have an event.
we're going to have an event.
So we're changing the name then.
Yeah.
This is the Lauren Cigar Birthday Party Bash.
Yeah.
2021.
Yep.
And then if it happens to fall on that day every year, I mean, I guess we just celebrate Lauren's birthday every time.
No, we'll get you we'll have a nice cake there for Lauren for her birthday. Now, it's really quick side story here for a family thing. We ordered a birthday cake for my sister one year from one of those fancy bakeries, not Tastries, because Tastries is probably one of my favorites out here with Sugar Twist. But we had ordered a cake from one of my younger sister's birthday, and when she got it, my mother noticed that a frosting wasn't on the entire cake. You could kind of see the cake poking through. And my mom's like, "Well, it's not frosted properly." She's like, "Oh no, it's a new style. It's called what was it called?"
I think she said unfinished. I
Yeah,
think
it's
something like that.
Unfinished or yeah, you can see the cake popping through. And my mom's all, "No, if I'm spending that kind of money, you're gonna put frosting in the whole cake." So yeah, she ended up having to put more frosting on. It's pretty funny.
It was. It was pretty.
I don't know if that's really a thing. Like, for those of you that are bakers or cake decorators, let us know in the comments if that's actually a thing where they do kind of a partially unfinished cake where you can kind of see it poking through the frosting.
I thought it looked like a cool design.
It is what it is, but we made sure we got that whole damn thing frosted. I'll tell you guys, I'm trying a new Rockstar here. This is Rockstar Juiced.
See you soon, Richard.
Pineapple, orange, guava. I tried another juiced one the other day that was guava and I think pomegranate, which I liked a lot. This one is okay. It's not a whole lot of fruit flavor coming through it. I think a bit more would be nice.
So you say I got to try the pomegranate one?
But yeah, the other one I think was way better. But I'm going to grab a cigar.
I too will grab a cigar. And Virgil, I hope you're still watching because I am drinking a Virgil's sugar-free cream soda right now. Thank you so much for bringing these. I know it was you. I know you have your own brand of sodas, 0-calorie ones, and I really do appreciate that. I got to watch some LBs, which I have not been doing at all lately. So, Lorenzo, how you doing? Got Virgil. I want to make sure I got everybody on there real quick. So, yes, both of us having that California dream, and let me get that off there. Like I said, Monday. And I'll just go through you for right now, get your opinion on this. And then if you guys want to put it in the comments, I will have the entire pie chart filled out. But let me put this back on screen so you can see just the categories I have built onto it already. There are 8 of them, which goes brand, price, blend, wrapper, taste, recommendation, research, and strength are reasons people say to me all the time they buy a cigar. Mm-hmm. And I definitely categorize blend, wrapper, and taste and 3 specifically different categories.
Really quick, Lorenzo, the meetup will actually be on Saturday night. But we will be there Friday. We'll be there. We get there tomorrow. So we'll probably be smoking on the patio every night at Frightmere. But the meetup itself will be Saturday. We've always done it on Saturday. So keep a lookout for that.
I mean, we'll absolutely be smoking Friday night. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Thursday night, tomorrow night, we might be at Industrial Cigar. Or there's another one,
Elite Cigar Cafe.
Elite Cigar Cafe we might go to. The guys over from Espinosa are over there in the Dallas area right now, so we might meet up with them, hopefully, with Jack and Tony and all those guys.
Absolutely, yeah, we want to see them.
So for me, I think there's a special, not a special reason, but a different reason I buy cigars. A lot of cigars that we get are supplied to us from Cigars and More. You know, whether it's new blends that we're trying for them, new cigars that they want to bring into the shop to get our opinion on them. Yeah. So I don't really buy a whole lot of cigars. As I told you guys before, I don't really buy boxes. Of course, I do have 3 boxes sitting at the humidor in Cigars and More that are mine. So I kind of guess I don't really buy them that often. Every once in a while, when there's a special limited box that comes in and there's an extra box, I'll take one. When Andalusian Bulls come in, I'll grab a box. But for the most part, you know, I try not to buy whole boxes of stuff because I want to make sure there's enough for the customers. But I did get a box of both the broadleaf and the Sumatra T110s from Tatuaje, as well as the Supreme Leaf from Aganorsa. I just could not pass up when I was given the opportunity to get a box of those.
100%, yeah.
So for me, when I'm looking to buy a cigar, it is because it is something that I hear a lot of hype about and that I'm excited to try. You know, a lot of newer smokers will go, and this happened this past weekend while I was there helping some guys in the humidor. He was looking at bands that he liked. He's like, "Oh, I like that band. I'm gonna try that one." You know, "Oh, that's a cool band. Let me try that one."
So you're talking rarity of cigar.
For me personally.
For you personally,
yeah. Okay. But you know, a lot of people when they're new smokers, that is one big thing for them. If they like the way the band looks, they like, you know, the color, the design, the impression that band leaves on them will be a big factor in whether or not they purchase that cigar. Another one that I hear a lot for new smokers, especially, is the wrapper color. You know, they'll want that lighter wrapper for a lighter smoke with that natural wrapper or Connecticut wrapper.
100%.
I get that as well. You know, had a couple guys that did that this weekend as well. So, you know, a lot of things are different for different people. So I'm glad you asked that question, Mike.
That is, hey, Wayne, how you doing? Tom, how's it going? But that's just part of it right here. So I have now 9 categories thanks to that one. That's a good one. Rarity is definitely something else I hear a lot. And I want you to give me, but you can only do this for each one of them one time, the number you give them between the 1 through 10.
Okay.
I'm going to add that number to their score on there right now, and the pie chart will move depending on how large a number you give it.
Okay.
So for instance, the price is your number one. That's number 10 out of 10 right there.
Right.
So that would go and be the largest part of the pie.
So for me, price is probably the lowest on the whole thing.
So that one can stay at 1 then.
Yeah, that
No
can be a
problem.
1.
Okay. What about? I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. On this.
Sure, sure.
What about brand for you?
Brand, probably a 2. I'm not a brand snob. I mean, yes, you guys know I'm a big fan of Oliva. I'm a big fan of Sinistro, Roma Craft, Pariah Cigars, Tatuaje, that kind of stuff. I'm a big fan of Harama Solomon. But I'm not a snobbist where it's like, oh, that brand, they're coming out with something. No, I don't want it. No, I want to try every brand, whether it's Gurkha, whether it's Partagas, whether it's, My Father, Southern Draw. I like to try everything. I don't let the brand dictate whether or not I'm going to buy a cigar.
Absolutely agree with that. And that brings up another point here. We'll just keep going in order, but blend. As far as blend goes, for myself, that one's kind of low on the totem because I don't want to worry about what the blend is if I'm enjoying it or not. So I usually can't look at a cigar and know the blend. I don't think very many people can.
You know what? Saying blend now, I would actually put blend at 1 and then bump the other ones up.
Okay.
Because I care less about blend than I do about the manufacturer or the price point.
That's fair.
Okay, yeah, for me, blend doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I'll hear blends every once in a while that sound really good, but if it's a new cigar and I want to try it, I'm going to try it.
And see, here's where it starts to get higher up on my list. I'd put this one at like a 7 in my opinion. The wrapper itself. Because the wrapper, I'm looking at it, it's like a leather-bound book versus something that's in a paperback.
Yeah.
When it's a really nice wrapper. You don't judge a book by its cover, but the cover is more of the logo, the band itself.
Yeah.
The wrapper lets you know this is a high quality item already.
So what are the other categories real quick, just before I give that one a number?
Let me go all the way through them.
Yeah.
For everybody out there, if you want to do this too, I will fill in the chart for everybody. But it starts with brand, price, blend, wrapper, taste, recommendation, research, strength, and rarity.
Okay, so I would give that, where am I at, 4 right now? I would give that a 5.
Give that one a 5. Okay. There we are. And then after that is taste. That one's also pretty low for me, just because I'm not going to know what it tastes like until I buy it. If it's something new, because that's usually what I'm thinking of when I'm like, why do I buy cigars? I like new stuff. I can't tell you what it tastes like. Right. I can't until I actually smoke it.
I will give that one a 6 only because there's another one on that list that I would get at a 4. But again, I will buy a cigar because I like the flavors or I know the flavors, but it's not the top of my list.
Okay. And then here's another one that I put pretty high up there. There's like an 8 or 9 for me, and that'd be recommendation.
That's another high one for me. That's definitely an 8.
8 on that one. Alrighty. All right. And then we go down and we have research. We do a lot of research for it. Yeah. So for ourselves, that one's probably a 9 or 10 in my opinion. What did you put that one at? What did you think about that?
7.
7 for that. That's still pretty dang high on there. And then, of course, strength. That goes more into the, what do you call it?
To the blend?
The blend, yeah. Blend
4.
or the wrapper itself. There we are. And then rarity. And I think that one's got to be
That's
pretty.
the last one?
That's the last one. Actually, I didn't put, what do you call it? I put brand. I forgot to put band. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's going to bump all the numbers different.
If it switches you up, it's okay. I can switch them pretty easily. Rarity is the next one right here.
Rarity would probably be the top of my list, so that would probably be that at 10.
That's a 10 right there, yeah. 10 for rarity right there, okay. And then band itself, I buy cigars because they're bands all the time. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It happens quite often. I like Leo's comment here. I haven't met a cigar I don't like. That's true. I've
met a couple. I've met a couple that did not agree with me. Usually they're flavored cigars. There's only a certain number of flavored cigars that I actually do enjoy, but for the most part, I have a hard time recommending them to people. I'll give them the stats, what the most popular cigars are when it comes to flavored, and then I'll give them what flavors every cigar that I know of that has flavors has. But again, most of that is off of what the box says. So, if they want a Tatiana, I can say, oh yeah, we have a honey, we have a vanilla, we have a cherry, we have the groovy blue, we have the cognac and the coffee. It just depends on what flavor you're looking for. But I can't give them much more than that. Strength, profile, side notes that you might get out of it. It's just not my thing because I'm not a big fan, so I don't smoke them.
And they're not really there anyway. I mean, you're not going to get undertones of something when it's completely just covered in artificial flavoring, which is fine because if you like that, go for it. But I definitely agree with that. There's not a whole lot of other information you can give that's going to be relevant anyway. So the last one is band on this one. I would consider that band box basically the appearance of the cigar.
Mhm.
That's not something you actually smoke, unless I guess it's the Oscar or the Leaf by Oscar. Then you can smoke that band.
Yeah, that would probably be pretty low for me. Probably like a 4.
All right, so we'll put that one at 4. Yeah, I'll let you tie the lower one too, right there, just because it's a pretty low number anyway. So right now, that's what the pie chart looks like. Hopefully, you guys can see that pretty well. Yep.
It was like recommendation, and what else was up there? That's pretty popular.
So
Rarity.
Rarity is the largest portion here. Recommendation being the next. Taste being, and research and taste being pretty high up there as well. While you look at the bottom, which I don't know why it's not popping up.
Probably just too small of a piece.
Price at 4%. And maybe if I'm not scrolling up, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't really think price really comes to affect a lot of people when they buy a cigar. If they're already researched the cigar, if they've got recommendation for the cigar, if they know the makeup of the cigar, I don't think price is going to affect them that much. Now, obviously, we do have some smokers that are, need to be more on the budget friendly side, which I get. We have some guys that come in fixed incomes, so they get a house blend or something inexpensive, which is absolutely fine. But for those guys that can afford it, I don't think price is a major turnoff for them. I know at the beginning, a lot of people didn't want to buy the Andalusian Bull because of the price. But once they smoked it and they understood what it all comes with, it's actually the size of smoke time of 2 Toros.
Easily.
I think it has great flavor. I think it has a great construction. Then the price becomes more of a back note or an afterthought because you're getting more than what you pay for, in my opinion, on that. So I don't think price is a huge concern for most people that are going out there looking for those new cigars. When the LCAs drop, people, they already know what the price should be, so they're going to get it. When like the Supreme Leaf dropped, people knew the price was going to be about where it was, so they were going to get it. I don't think price is a big factor as a lot of the other things on that list.
Oh, absolutely. But there is that balance too. For instance, when the H99s dropped, the price point was $30 a cigar here in California, at least. That might be different in your area. And that's not super crazy for something that gets released every other year and just at events. The part that blew my mind was having to buy a box in order to have the option to buy up to 2, I think was our limit.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like having to tell people, hey, you need to buy this much worth of stuff to be able to get it. But at the same time,
they're so rare.
I wish that we were able to maybe do a little bit more of our own makeup when it comes to how we sold them. Obviously,
Right.
I would sell them to regulars first. I'm sorry for those guys that are not here in town local or have a Drew Diplomat store that's local. But we got to support the guys that support the shop.
Yeah.
So if you're someone that calls in an order, like Leslie, she's always a part of all of our Drew Estate.
She's
live
a
stuff.
regular.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
always ordering stuff when we do it. If you're a guy that comes into the shop all the time, the funny thing is we have guys from or people from other shops that are here in town and local that will come in when we get that kind of stuff because we're the only shop in town that does it. We're the only Drew Diplomat shop in town.
Yeah.
And they want to get their hands on some of them. And it's like, hey, we got to take care of our regulars first. I wish we were able to do it that way instead. But Drew Estates does give us their expectations on how we need to sell them. So we got to follow that or else we will get kicked out of the program and then we won't have any to sell.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, there's certain rules they want you to follow, and they do move. There's plenty of cigars in that lineup that move quickly. Kat, how you doing? So it's not like they don't know what they're doing, but it still a little irks me.
Yeah.
Because that's when that rarity and the brand loyalty, if you are, and the aesthetic and knowing the blend and all that kind of falls to the wayside to price point. When I'm thinking, man, I really want to try the bull from the Taurus or whatever it was called from Opus X.
Mhm.
Okay. Just had to buy that one cigar. It was very expensive.
Yeah.
But you just buy that one cigar.
Yeah.
And that's all I wanted to try was that one cigar. Oh, I want to try the H99. That's going to be awesome. So great. I don't need an entire box of the Undercrown 10 right now. I like them. I love them. But I don't want to get a whole box because the same logic that dictates variety tells me, well, then you don't want to get the H99 then because
Right.
at that point it becomes too high of a cost to get one item that I really want. Well, the others I'll end up buying anyway, little by little, sure, but I'll end up buying a full box of the not Liga 10s, excuse me, the Undercrown 10s.
Yeah.
I like them very much. The price point ain't bad on those, even here in California. That band on it looks great. The wrapper on it looks great. I trust the brand. I recommend it a bunch, so that's the best recommendation I can offer. No, it's not rare. That doesn't really matter in that particular category. The strength is right where I like it to be. The blend is some pretty good stuff. It's that San Andreas wrap, along with the rest of the tobacco they use on that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But that one really fits in all my price point, or my categories. But that combined with the other one then kind of steers all my categories a little differently.
No, and I totally get it. I agree with Eduardo. He doesn't see any problem with regulars getting, that ahead of time knowledge, which I like the way the Humidor does it. The Humidor, they have their private lounge where members can get early access to that kind of stuff. They can be put on a waiting list to get it. And I think that's a much better way of doing it.
I like that.
Obviously, when the time comes and we expand the shop to have more of a bigger lounge and hopefully a members lounge area, that's something that we're definitely going to offer. When we get those rares and when we get the Supreme Leafs and when we get those Cigars for Warriors limited releases and when we get the Oliva 135 anniversary, when that comes in, those kind of cigars, we definitely want to make sure that we give those extra perks to our regulars because they're the ones keeping the lights on. And if without them, we would not have anywhere to work, and that would not be fun.
I don't like that at all. Don't like the sound of that one bit. I like having a place to be at. Even if it's not for working, just relaxing at Cigars and More. It's a wonderful experience. If you want to try it out for yourselves, I would recommend a Friday or Saturday and take advantage of the all-you-can-smoke cigar bar, any of the house blends, any of the 20 from 3 different companies. Smoke as many as you want for that day. Just get to that last third in it, pick up another one, and then just remember last call is 1 hour before the shop closes, just to give you enough time to smoke that last cigar.
Yep.
It's a pretty dang good deal.
Yeah, it really is.
But let's see. I was gonna ask something else about it. And I totally spaced on what I was gonna say about the list, the different categories. If there's one you guys think I've missed on there too, please feel free to tell me because this can still get skewed. No problem. If one doesn't matter to you at all, if we had more, you can literally say, "Well, it doesn't matter." So it's a 0 for me. So it doesn't get included in your score at all.
Now, one on there that I did not see. Go over the criteria again, or the
absolutely. Let me get over there. So I have starting in brand, price, blend, wrapper, taste, recommendation, research, strength, rarity, and band.
I don't know how you would word it, but a previous smoke is another reason people buy cigars that they do.
Oh, like a rebuy.
Yeah, if they like one a lot, like I get a lot of Serie V Milanos, or through companies like Luxury Cigar Club or Pravada Club or Smoke Inn that we're fortunate enough to be a part of. They'll send you some cigars and you go, "Oh man, I really love this cigar. That's my first Atabey." And that's why I bought my first Atabey. It's like, you know what? I love this cigar. I'm going to go find it. Luckily, I found it at Cigars Limited. And then I talked to Trina and we brought him into Cigars and More. But definitely, rebuys or another one that you could definitely put on that list.
That's a great one. I think we should go into that one too in a second right here. I just want to answer Eduardo. Absolutely. The presentation, I just put band because the aesthetics. I just include all aesthetics under band. Definitely deserves more than just the band itself. The box or the butcher paper it comes in, or the cookie. The takeout container.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Absolutely love that. Perhaps cigar shape and size. Okay, the Vitola.
That's
Vitola.
another really good one that I didn't even think about. Definitely the Vitola, the size of that cigar. If that limited cigar comes in, like the Presidente cigar, which is 9 by I think 52, for the new Jacob Slatter Brimstone Presidente, that could be off-putting to some people. That might go, "Oh man, I really want to try the cigar, but that's just too much cigar for me." Or if it comes in only a 64 by 4 or some odd big shape like that, that could be a big turnoff for people. If it's too small, if it only comes like in a petite Corona, like, "Oh, that's not enough cigar. I want more than that." That could be a real big turnoff for people. So that's a really good one that I didn't even think about. Definitely the size and shape of a cigar. There are some people that do not like Perfectos. There are some people that do not like Lanceros. There are some people out there that only smoke Lanceros. So
that's actually a good point to make over towards the Superfly Connecticut. The first size it came in was that Petite Corona. Great presentation, good smoke. The price point was a little high for me at that size, but I trust the brand because I love Oscar. Oscar Vallardes.
Mhm.
But that size is too small. I'm glad they made the bigger one. Ricky, what about the house blends I was asking for in a bundle? Oh, we can look up. We'll be at the shop in a little bit.
I'll be
Yeah.
at the shop in a bit, and I'll get you an answer on that one.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I usually figure that stuff out.
I've been so focused on getting ready for Dallas that just not a whole other stuff is processed. So I apologize. I'll get on that. Just send me a DM, and that way you're right at the top of my list, and I'll get that for you when we get over to Cigars and More, which we'll head over right after here.
Basically, yeah, we'll be on for like another 5-10 minutes, maybe, guys.
Yeah.
This is again short episode today. Appreciate you guys being with us though for this topic. So I really want your opinions on these. And I'll put them on the page so you can literally give me a list, and then we'll talk about it again probably next week.
Sure.
Let's go into Vitolas first, and then we'll go into rebuying because both of those are awesome topics. Vitola for me, very low on the list because if I'm going to try a new cigar, I'm going to try it. I've tried the Pencil, I've tried the Lunatics, the largest size. I've tried all of the Asylums. Those are huge, all the way down to the smallest we can get, which is that Pencil, or
Yeah.
the smallest we have at least in the shop, without it being
A cigarillo.
or a what do they call it? The when you just taste one leaf. Goodness, there's a word for it. You roll it into a puro or something. It's not a puro, but it's something like that.
Okay.
But you know what I'm talking about when they want to taste
Yeah.
just one leaf. So where the hell is James when you need him? Gosh.
That doesn't say though. For me, the size and shape is a big factor if I'm going to try a new cigar. I just smoked another Scala yesterday. I'm a big fan of the Scala sizes.
Oh yeah.
And when given the option of getting the original HV or the Scala, I'm going to smoke that Scala. It's a fun size to smoke. And again, when people ask about Liga Privada, I tell them, hey, those Flying Pigs are my favorite size. It's an unusual size. People prefer other sizes, I think, as far as those go. But yeah, they are definitely a fun size to smoke. So I think size and shape definitely affects it a lot when it comes to me purchasing a cigar.
What would you put that number then? That probably like an 8-ish, 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
So say 9, and then Timothy I think comes in the strong one. Fumas. Okay, Fumas. Thank you, Fumas. There we go. I would put it like at a 5, honestly. Not even that. Maybe a 4. So in our average for that would be what, a 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll put 6.5 then for Vitola size.
Yeah, I just I think that I get excited when I hear about a cigar coming out in a specialty size. I think those are going into the rarity part of things, and I think that should be high on people's list. For those that want to be adventurous and get out there and try different cigars, I think rarity probably go hand in hand with those limited sizes.
That's a fair point. That is definitely a fair point.
You take the Viva La Vida, which I love every size, and then you have the
Yes.
Diademus, which is their limited edition size, and just fantastic. So, yeah, I think that was Eduardo said that one. That was a really good one.
That was an excellent one. Now I like yours though with repurchase. For me, that's pretty dang high up there. I would probably go a 7 for that one, and it fits in other categories for myself. A cigar that comes to mind when I think of repurchase, a brand I trust. The price point's amazing. The wrapper looks great. The band is pretty plain for the most part, honestly.
Oh, you're talking about your Groovy Blues?
I was gonna make my Garcia Vegas. No, I'm just kidding. The Charter Oak Maduro.
Oh, great
Charter
cigar.
Oak Maduro is a great price point. Recommend it all day long. If you research it, you're gonna find out some great stuff about that. It was a budget friendly winner for 2019 or 2020.
2019.
2019. You cannot really, you're not gonna find a better company than Foundation. They're up there on the tops for boutique companies making wonderful craft product.
Mm-hmm.
They are very high up there in my opinion. I love what they do, from their budget-friendly Foundation to the High Clear Castle Victorian and everything else that they include in there. So it hits a lot of my different categories, and I would put the rebuy in those senses that I'm thinking of, because the other things factor in to fix that particular category. I'd put it at about 7 for me.
Okay. Definitely good stuff. So if you guys want to chime in on more stuff that gets you to buy cigars, whether it's a new cigar or a cigar you've smoked before, let us know in the comments. But I do want to move on real quick while you guys have time to talk about that. It's something that we watched
Absolutely.
this morning.
Let me get this off screen real quick.
And
Hey Cam, how you doing?
That is the What If series from
Yeah.
Marvel on Disney Plus. I have to be honest, I didn't really care for the first one. Just wasn't really my thing. But they got so much better from the second to fifth one. The second one had to deal with Black Panther becoming Star-Lord.
What if?
The third one was, what if the Avengers never were, kind of a thing. The fourth one being the Doctor Strange take on one, and the most recent one, which was released this morning, was the one I think they should have started with. It was the one most people were waiting for, and that is I think one of the most popular What If comics in the entire line is What If Zombies.
Yeah.
So I thought they did an amazing job with that. The entire episode was fantastic, and I can't say enough. They did it right. They did it really, really well, and I enjoyed the hell out of that thing. That was the one I was looking forward to. There's another one I'm looking forward to, but I don't think they're going to make it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it'll be time, but I think they can do it. Brian got himself a box of Tabernacles, the 5 1/4 by 46 ring gauge. Great call. Cat saying that 5 by 50 and 6 by 52, the normal sizes that they gravitate towards. Great sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Great sizes right there. That Toro and Robusto go all day long at the shop. If I remember correctly, the What If series are usually one-off comics or like a little short stint.
Pretty sure there's one-offs.
One-off. But Marvel Zombies got a full run. That one got, I think, a little bit longer than Civil War even.
Oh, wow.
Because I remember seeing multiple comics of it, and it takes place on like multiple universes. It was a different storyline than the one they showed in the series, the movie series or TV series, sorry. But I thought they did a really good job with it. It was really fun.
Between that and DC's Darkest Night or Blackest Night series,
man, Blackest Night.
That's some good zombie reading right there.
But Blackest Night for me was just because in the comics they retain their personalities too in zombies, but it was more campy. Well, Darkest Night was like, they went into some deep territory on some of that stuff. Not as good as like Identity Crisis, which is another DC thing. I was thinking of that series when I think of Civil War. Those two, I love them both. And I don't read that many comics. I like the characters, but I just don't have time to purchase and find them all. But man, good stuff on both those parts. Got a box of the Action VSG 4 1/4 by 60. That's too big a ring gauge for me right there. Box of 22 though. Nice. Smoke with Toke. How you doing, brother? I gotta watch it. I didn't check it out yet, the luxury video. So hopefully I will get a chance to later on.
What time on the plane ride?
Yes, I was just thinking that. Yeah. What's the favorite cigar? The guy behind Frankie.
He's a Monte Cristo number 2 guy. All day long. You can tell by his creepy mustache and his shady glasses.
Rarely will he go away from his Cubans. He is an older gentleman.
He is a Cuban snob.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. He's still a friendly guy. He doesn't rub it in your face, It's one of those things that he just prefers it. He doesn't judge you on what you like.
Not at least not while you're there. He'll talk shit about you behind your back.
Yeah. But that was a really good one. I still forgot to catch up with Soldiers or Zombies. That was my bad. I'll watch it sooner or later. Like maybe that'll be in my plane ride stuff too, because I'll download them beforehand. That was a really fun series. Amazon. The first few episodes I have watched. You watched them with me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. I know you're not the biggest zombie fan, but I liked it a lot.
I don't know. Like I wish I could talk to George A. Romero one last time and ask him how he felt about zombie movies.
You want to do that? You're really gonna do
not
this?
being
You're really gonna do this?
The blockbusters like everything else is. I forgot how he mentioned or how he phrased it.
I would say that kid's wrong now. Walking Dead makes a lot of money.
That's not
World War Z.
That's not a
World War
movie.
Z was number 1 for 3 weeks in a row in the box office.
That was a Brad Pitt thing.
Not Land of the Dead. Was it Land of the Dead? Yeah, Land of the Dead with John Squigliamo did very well in the theaters.
What's the one with Batista that just came out?
Oh my gosh, I forget the actual name, but it was
the girl from and the lady from Instant Family.
The foster care worker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is the name, guys? On Netflix
Takes place in Vegas. I forget the name of it.
It was fun. It was
that was a great zombie movie. I thought that was a really good zombie movie.
World War Z was a good. See, thank you, Smoke.
World War Z was good. I can watch that over and over again when it comes to zombie movies.
It had nothing to do with the book whatsoever. The zombies weren't even the same as in Army of the Dead.
Yes, that's a good one if you guys want a good zombie movie. But back to the What If series.
No, back to zombies. Yeah.
So the What If zombies, they did really good. It had that big reveal. Obviously, spoilers. If you guys don't want to hear them, tune away. Give them a minute. Make sure they know. Spoilers alert.
La, 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 la.
Okay. They do a fantastic reveal. I mean, you see it in the trailers of Captain America as a zombie.
That was good.
That looked awesome. It looked really good. The big bad zombie at the end.
Also
I didn't see it
awesome.
coming,
That was awesome.
but it was amazing the way they tied it all in together and stuff. Really well done from Disney. So if you guys want to go check out that is on Disney Plus. It's What If Zombies from Marvel.
Yeah. Chris chiming in with 28 Days Later. Great movie.
Not a fan.
I liked it.
There's another one, right? 28 weeks.
28 weeks later. That was fun too.
Not a fan. And that 30 Days a Night. Not a fan.
I love 30 Days a Night.
Just
Oh,
not
man.
a fan. I don't know what it is about them. I was just not a fan of those three movies.
That's not a zombie. That's a vampire movie. And 28 Days Later, they're not really zombies, I guess, because they're rage monsters, but they work the same way. You know, you bite, you give them rabies, that person starts killing with you. You know, you help the homie out who turned you.
Now I forget the name of it. Excuse me, but they were trying to make a zombie movie, and it stars one of my very good friends, Alexis Texas, in it. She's like a nurse, and they're in some kind of like government facility or something.
Her movies aren't really
This-
usually shown on.
This was a regular movie. I mean, yeah, she does get undressed in the movie, but this was a regular zombie movie, and definitely low budget, but it was pretty funny. I just gotta remember the name.
low. Was it the Boy Scout one, the Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse?
No,
That was a fun movie too. High speed running zombies. Yeah, absolutely. Some intense stuff right there because you're not going to live.
there's a big debate in the zombie world
No, there's not.
between whether or not zombies should run or walk. You know,
If Romero wants them to shamble, they shamble. Okay.
I'm just saying there's a big debate on whether they should walk or run.
What do you call that? 2 bundles of the U-boat by Saka. Nice 10-count box. Box are the bundles. The bundles are boxes. They're bundles, right? For the U-boat. Either way, 10 count. Awesome. And Donna pronounce that for me.
Lydia?
Lydia. Thank you. Sorry. Gosh. Lydia. 25 count box. 7 by 48. That's my size right
Yeah,
there.
that's a good size.
That's some good stuff. That's not quite a Lancero, is it?
I think Lancero's reached 46, but
That's a
Close enough.
Lonsdale then, basically.
Close enough.
I think. Yeah, somewhere in there. The names will be what they are. All right. The sizes will vary company to company what they want to call what. There's a Super Vitola, this
yeah,
Monument, CAO America, this or that, and they all have their different names. I like to call them. I just enjoy them.
yeah.
But other than that, I think we're gonna have to wrap it because we actually are going over what we said we were gonna go.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta pack, guys. We'll be in Dallas this time tomorrow, so
All of
wish
that.
us well on our flight.
Please.
Hopefully, we don't get any crazy people on the flight. Like I've seen a lot of people like freaking out over the mask stuff and
All right.
going crazy on flights. I mean, don't get me wrong, not to get political. I don't like the masks. I don't wear them. But if that's their rule and it's their plane and I want to travel on it, I'm gonna follow their rules. It's just the way you got to do it.
I don't want them to Harrison Ford me,
Right.
And like grab
Get
me
off
by
their
my
plane.
get off, throw me off the plane. I'll wear a mask for that period of time, and then thankfully we're in Texas, so it's gonna come right off.
Mhm.
Either way, guys, we will see you guys soon. Thank you. We will have a safe trip.
Is Doug gonna come see us?
I don't know, Doug. Let me know. Let me know if you can
He's
come
in
see us
Dallas.
in Dallas, Fort Worth. We'll be at the
Bring
airport.
some sweet beers.
Oh gosh, that'd be wonderful.
So, but yeah, so tomorrow we take off 6 a.m. So we will see you guys hopefully Friday afternoon for the final third of the week.
2:00 show, which will be what 4:00 over
4
there.
o'clock over there.
So we'll still be on 2:00 our time, I believe. So we'll be like 12 that time. Whatever. Either way, we will be on Friday.
Right in the
hopefully.
middle of the day when it's super hot.
Oh yeah, I love it. It should be better weather over there than here. Come to DC. I would love to. I didn't get to watch it, but there's a video about what was called the best cigar lounge in DC. You gotta give me some recommendations, and I'll read them out later. But I want to visit. I want to visit that. I want to visit the museums. I want to do quite a bit in DC. There's a lot to do there.
So before we go, you guys do not forget, if you guys are in Bakersfield or can be in Bakersfield, November 12th, Stogie Fest is happening. Bakersfield's largest cigar festival. You guys are not going to want to miss it. We're going to have about 10 different vendors there. Plenty of cigars to choose from. Tickets are only $50. That's $25 less than they were at the beginning when we started doing this. and $10 less than last year. So we are getting that price down to make sure you guys have more money to spend on cigars. Dinner and drinks, obviously, the girls will be there taking pictures. We'll have the raffles out there. We'll be out there. Price Cigars will be out there. You guys are not going to want to miss it if you guys are able to make it for Stogie Fest November 12th. We'll have a couple of special guests there as well that we will announce once the posters are done being printed.
Not us.
Not us.
Not us. Don't worry.
So
we won't bait and switch you.
So it'll be a great time to meet some other cigar influencers that are going to be out here for this. So if you guys can make it, you guys, November 12th, Stogie Fest 2021.
Yeah, I would love to see you all there, and I will definitely watch that video, brother. I didn't even realize it was yours. That's how busy it's been today. I just looked at YouTube and then I'll watch that one later, save it to that. That's the best I could do. All right, guys, have a good one.
Guys, that'll do it. This has been the Bakersfield Gentlemen's second and third podcast filmed live at Culebras Lounge in Bakersfield, California, probably sponsored by Cigars and More Bakersfield on Rosedale Highway. It is a Wasp Nest Videos production, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good one.